Dear ones, I wish I had better news for you, but there is something you need to know about which may affect your lives in a serious way. Knowing will allow you to take measures to create what you need for success and happiness, but without some work on your parts, the outcome will not be as glorious as it might be. I am referring to the need for all human beings on the planet right now to awaken and join the effort to raise the level of consciousness so that all can remain in the happy arrangement of being carried along and cared for by dear Mother Gaia, the source of your sustenance and comfort, life itself. Mother Gaia, as we have said, has been rewarded for her good work over millennia, nurturing and providing for her human inhabitants as well as all the other creatures and plants who call her body home. She has elected to finally elevate herself to higher dimensions, leaving the third dimension behind entirely. She has decided to move slowly into her destiny as a fifth dimension and higher planet in order for her dear children to keep up and stay with her, something which has never been done before in the history of the universe. As we have told you earlier, this is an historic event, this ascension of planet and human inhabitants together. We had hoped that the Dec. 21-24 period of increased light energy would be sufficient impetus for all the inhabitants to raise their level of vibration to the fifth dimension, but the resistance to the shift proved greater than we could overcome, even with the massive input of unconditional love. So, you see, we now have a dilemma. Mother Gaia is ascending, and some of her beloved humans are keeping pace with her change, but others remain asleep or blithely defiant of the need to shake off their smug complacency and begin to contribute by putting their energy behind lifting the consciousness of the whole by elevating themselves. As long as large numbers go about their lives as if nothing were happening, the ship will falter and eventually sink under its own weight, while Gaia goes sailing off to higher elevations. This is not what we wish to see happen. Third-dimensional life has its attractions, the downward pull of sensory pleasure for its own sake, which can become a hedonistic trap, like a whirlpool which can capture a person's attention for years. Some are able to escape it only to enter another trap of working to prove themselves successful, an ego trap even more addictive than hedonism, because of its high level of social acceptance. And so, large numbers of my dear children spend years of their lives without experiencing a deep connection with us, or even with each other, and they remain unaware that anything is missing as long as they have met the standards for success, which the culture prescribes. It brings us great sadness to see them trapped in the lies which the dark forces, the ones we have called the powers that be, have perpetrated across the planet. They have convinced the general populace that earning is living, that wealth and fame is more valuable than love and light, and that separation from the source that created them is not a matter of concern. In fact, they have convinced many that hewing to the traditional beliefs and dictates of a religion is the same as connection to spirit. This is a tragic illusion, one of the worst of the lies of modern life which we try to dispel by sending you these messages. Please, dear children, listen to the call of the Archangel Gabrielle. Her trumpet sounds from on high. Awake, remember who you are and why you are here. You came here with the sole intention of being of service to one another, to join in the great awakening which would raise all mankind to the fifth dimension and beyond. This is our task, yours and ours. We have pledged to help you in every way we can, but we cannot break our pledge to honor your free will, even if it means we have to watch you sink into the quagmire of a dark and empty planet, the shell of your dear departed Gaia. This possibility is abhorrent to us if not to you. Some among you have done the yeoman's share of service to others, Acts of unbelievable kindness, as your Red Cross calls it, and compassionate outreach in times of need. They have raised the vibrational levels to the fourth dimension, partway there. Others of you continue on your day-to-day satisfactions, content in the fact that you are not one whose life has been devastated by natural disasters or family trauma. You are the ones, the fortunate ones, who have lived many lives of service, hard lessons and pain, but you have forgotten why you sacrificed so much and worked so hard in former lives. It was not so that you could lie down and bask in your own fantasies. No, it was because you had prepared yourselves for this moment, this challenging, daring, extraordinary moment which would call on your deepest commitment to the greater good. But you have slept through reveille, and you missed the battles which gained the ground needed to make the ascension possible. You are now about to miss the roll call when the time comes for all to show up. Put your shoulder to the wheel, and push the great vehicle which can carry every one of you to a truly heavenly triumph. How? You are saying. The way forward is simple. Put down your cell phone games, shake off your TV hypnosis, leave your desk, and go out into the streets and do something to make someone else's life better. Anything, so long as it is not designed to profit you or your ego. Read a child a story. Take a neighbor's dog for a walk. Coach a team. Get groceries for an elderly person, or take them to their doctor's appointment. Pick up the garbage on the street. Send a card to someone who is sick. Bake bread for your family. Play catch with your kids, or someone else's kids. Tutor a child in math or reading for free. Take the place of your kids' video games by teaching them to talk with you about real things. Sit on a park bench and talk with someone, and really listen to their story. Or sit on a park bench and really connect with the planet, your Mother Earth, who needs your care as much as you need hers. Need we say more? It is simple, and it is life. These simple acts of kindness, compassion and connection are the acts of love and light which raise your consciousness by getting you out of your own head, out of concerns for your own comfort and safety, and into your heart, and into the flow of uplifting energy which is generated by the universal law of flow. When you give, you create a flow of energy which will carry goodwill and joy outward into the world, and it will carry you along with it. Give from your heart, without expectation of any reward or reciprocity, and you will feel joy. The more you practice, the more carefree and happy you will feel. Be reckless and daring in your generosity, and you will truly fly. Awake, Tier 1s, it is time to reap the real rewards of your coming here to planet Earth this time. Don't miss the greatest show on Earth. It was designed by you and for you. We have an appointment with destiny, as you might say. Some of you have slept through the alarm, which has been going off for more than a week now. Arise and take your place beside us as we ascend together to a glorious golden age on New Gaia. We are here for you always. Send your questions and your concerns, and we will answer them. We love you more than words can express, Yahweh, and all the legions of light who are at your service. Just ask.